Hey, this is Glenn. Welcome to another episode of Difficult Questions. This one, want to fight? So I've been trying to solve homelessness in the US since 2010. And a lot of the ways I do this is through media, trying to shape hearts and minds, telling stories. And maybe about 6 months ago, I got onto TikTok. I have all the social medias. I've tried them all. I reach out through all. And Twitter notoriously was battle ready. People were ready to troll you, to insult you. And I kind of got used to that. But TikTok was a little different. And you had these videos of these people sharing things. And I thought there were conversations to be had. Probably my mistake. A woman had posted a video of a tunnel underneath, I think, traffic in Portland, Oregon. And in this tunnel, there was a probably mentally ill homeless man in a pile of dirt on a dirty mattress yelling out. And her comment or the gist of her video was kind of, wouldn't you be scared to go through this? How can we have this? I can't get through the tunnel. And I had replied, because I have worked around and talked to many homeless people throughout the years and have really listened and gotten different strategies. I said, instead of filming them and talking about how awful it is, you could walk with confidence and say hello to that person, but keep moving. And maybe you've made that person's day. And then I got all the negative feedback. You don't know, you privileged white man. That's a man's way of talking about things. You don't know the danger and all that stuff. And for a while, I was trying to defend it, which I think on social media, I forgot that that's maybe not the point. Maybe the dialogue isn't the point. And actually, at one point, a woman who had lived in a shelter was saying, you're crazy, you're going to get someone killed, you're going to get someone stabbed. I wouldn't do this. And there were a lot of people from the UK, saying, you're going to get stabbed, you're going to get stabbed. And I just thought, wow, what world are you in if you're worried about getting stabbed all the time? And if I were in a world where I'm worried about getting stabbed all the time, I would probably wear a stab-proof vest underneath my clothes. And of course, no one wanted to hear that. You're crazy. Who would do that? I mean, I live in Los Angeles. People are yelling out all the time. We have lots of homeless people here with lots of mental illness. They're acting out in every train station. If I had to not go to where homeless people were yelling, I would never get anywhere. So I don't know what they're talking about, because to me, walking away is not a strategy for success. And I'm all about trying to find strategies for success. And of course, I'm trying to share all of this and I'm arguing with people. But then I realized, even the woman that was in a shelter, I asked her what her strategies were as a woman navigating these sometimes brutal people, because sometimes they're mentally ill and not harmful. Sometimes they're very harmful. And how do you navigate that? And she was giving different strategies that a woman already does. And it's not fear and running away, because she was living with these people. And I was saying, I'm on a train with these people. I can't run away. I just have to navigate the world in front of me. But even after I had conceded and thanked her for her input, she just was ready to call me a stupid man, that I was going to get people killed. I wasn't listening to her. And it destroyed me. I mean, I probably spent 2 days just responding to these comments. And one side of it says, hey, I'm getting response. I've said something that is evoking emotion, and maybe that'll raise my visibility. And the other side of me just thinks, I don't want to live my life like this. So my question is, when you get on social media and you respond to something or you post something, are you trying to share information? Are you just looking for attention? Are you looking for a fight? Are you looking to just invoke frustration in someone? So you're trying to troll them. I do one thing where I will play with people and I play in my kind of absurd logic, and sometimes that frustrates people. And so I get it, but I always, when I frustrate someone, I always apologize and back down because my goal is not to anger people. But I wonder if that is the goal of social media. I mean, what is social media to you? For me, because I'm in this entrepreneurial space, I'm always trying to validate my work and possibly get work or inspire people to visit my website. But if you don't have that, if you are someone that is looking on social media that has a job, has a family, it's not an entrepreneur thing, you're not trying to sell something, you're not trying to get speaking jobs or whatever it may be, what is social media to you? And what platforms do you find the closest to what you want out of social media? Because I don't want to fight. In fact, social media, unfortunately for me, has been the only access of community or any kind of talking to people, because I live in my own little entrepreneurial world and I do networking when I have an opportunity, but it's always very specific about how I'm going to forward my business and my work. I don't really have a personal life. So when someone is just arguing with me and I have no other person to talk to give me joy, and I can't give that person joy, it just starts to make me sad. And I see how social media has made people sad over the years. And as I'm always wondering what social media is and how to use it, and if it's kind of overstayed its welcome, if we should go back to smaller communities. And I'm also seeing how it has separated people and stopped people from having meaningful, close relationships because they have their friends across the world that they tweet with or they post TikToks for. I wonder, I just wonder if the whole reason for social media now is for people to get in a fight. I don't know. What are your thoughts? Thanks.